Salem is a town of miracles, secrets, and second chances. But what if the one person you thought was gone forever is actually closer than you could ever imagine? Get ready, because Monday's Days of Our Lives episode delivers a shocking twist. Abigail DiMera's final secret might not be so final after all. Let's dive into this tangled web of grief, hope, and the promise of the impossible. The episode opens with a gut-wrenching moment between Jack Devereaux and Jennifer Horton Devereaux, two parents caught between the sharp edge of reality and the fragile hope that refuses to die. They sit together, their faces etched with years of sorrow, their eyes reflecting a pain that words alone can't express. Jennifer's voice is a soft, trembling whisper as she admits the truth she's been trying to bury deep in her soul. "Jack," she says, her tone filled with both desperation and exhaustion, "no matter how hard I try to move on, a part of me still believes Abigail is out there." Her confession isn't just about Abigail, it's about the power of a mother's love, the stubborn refusal to accept that the final chapter has truly been written. From the moment Kat Green arrived in Salem, Jennifer has been haunted by an uncanny familiarity. Kat's resemblance to Abigail is almost eerie, a living shadow of the daughter she lost. But no matter how perfectly Kat mimics Abigail's warmth and kindness, Jennifer can't shake the feeling that something is off. It's in the way Kat moves, the flicker in her eyes, it's close, but it isn't Abigail. Deep in her bones, Jennifer knows the difference. Jack listens with a heavy heart, his own grief stirring with every word. He understands the comfort of pretending, of imagining that Kat could somehow fill the gaping void left by Abigail's absence. But he also knows that in Salem, a town where the dead never truly stay gone, hope is both a blessing and a curse. Are they chasing the impossible, or are they on the edge of a revelation that could change everything? As the conversation unfolds, Jack can no longer hold back the secret he's been carrying like a weight in his chest. He takes a deep breath, his voice hushed and reverent. "I've been holding on to something," he confesses. "A piece of me, it refuses to let go of the idea that Abigail might still be out there, somewhere, alive." His words crack the fragile calm between them. Jack's memories of his own miraculous return from the dead loom large. He remembers the day he walked back into Jennifer's life when she'd already mourned him, already accepted his death as fact. If it happened for him, why couldn't it happen for Abigail too? It's a question that keeps him awake at night, a flicker of hope that refuses to be snuffed out. Jennifer's eyes well up with tears as she listens, her heart aching with both love and fear. She wants to believe, she really does. But she's lived through the pain of hope before, the cruel trick it can play on a mother's soul. She reaches out, her fingers brushing against Jack's, and gently says, "Jack, I want to believe with you. But we can't keep living in a world that might never exist. We have to face what's here, what's real." The weight of her words hangs heavy in the air, but Jack's resolve doesn't waver. Deep down, he wonders, what if Jennifer is wrong? What if Abigail's story isn't over yet? As the anniversary of Abigail's death approaches, a milestone that feels like a wound that never stops bleeding, Jack and Jennifer find themselves caught in an emotional storm. 3 years have passed since they said their final goodbyes, but every day still feels like a struggle to hold onto the good memories and let go of the heartbreak. Jennifer feels the weight of those years pressing down on her. She wants to honor Abigail's memory by living fully, by moving forward with the love she still carries in her heart. "Abigail wouldn't want us to keep drowning in what we lost," she tells Jack, her voice trembling with conviction. "She'd want us to find the courage to live." But for Jack, that path forward is anything but clear. He can't help but remember all the times in Salem's history when the impossible became possible, when death itself was just another doorway. As he looks into Jennifer's eyes, he sees the conflict mirrored in his own. He knows she's right, but in his heart, he isn't sure he can let go. For viewers, these scenes are more than just another twist in Salem's tangled story. they're a raw, honest portrayal of the way grief can reshape even the strongest bonds. It's a testament to the power of love and the lengths to which a parent will go to keep hope alive, even when the world demands they let it go. In that moment, between Jack's unwavering hope and Jennifer's quiet resolve, lies the heart of Days of Our Lives, a story where every goodbye holds the promise of another miracle. As the dust begins to settle from Jack and Jennifer's heart-wrenching conversation, the focus shifts to Kat Green, a woman caught in a storm of guilt and confusion. Kat's presence in Salem was meant to be a balm, a source of comfort for a family torn apart by tragedy. She stepped into the role of Abigail's Shadow, offering a flicker of warmth in a world gone cold. But no matter how many times she practiced Abigail's mannerisms, no matter how many memories she tried to honor, Kat has always known one brutal truth: she can never be Abigail. Jennifer's fierce confrontation left Kat reeling, her carefully constructed facade cracked open to reveal the shame and sorrow simmering beneath the surface. She's haunted by the realization that her presence isn't a comfort, it's a cruel reminder of what's been lost. Every time she looks into Chad's eyes, she sees the echoes of the woman she can never be, and it's tearing her apart from the inside. Driven by a sense of duty, and perhaps by her own conscience, Kat vows to keep her distance from Chad DiMera. She promises herself that she will not be the wedge that drives even deeper heartbreak into a family already ravaged by grief. But Days of Our Lives spoilers suggest that her resolve will be no match for the dangerous magnetism pulling her back to Chad. Chad and Kat's connection is undeniable. It's like gravity, a force that neither of them can fully explain. They find themselves circling each other, drawn together by shared pain and an aching need for something real in a world that feels like it's spinning out of control. For Chad, Kat is a painful reminder of the woman he loved so deeply, and a tantalizing glimpse of something that could be more than just a ghost of the past. For viewers, this sets the stage for a love story teetering on the edge of disaster. Is Kat a stand-in for Abigail, a pale imitation of a love that can never be replaced? Or is she something else entirely, something new and dangerous that could either heal Chad's broken heart or shatter it all over again? But as this dangerous dance between Chad and Kat intensifies, a far more shocking question simmers beneath the surface. Is Abigail DiMera truly gone, or is her story still waiting to be told? The quiet conversation between Jack and Jennifer isn't just about acceptance, it's a whispered hint that in Salem, nothing is ever truly final. In a town where the dead rise and the past refuses to stay buried, the faintest flicker of hope can be enough to spark an inferno. Jennifer's insistence on moving forward clashes with Jack's lingering belief that Abigail might still be out there, somewhere beyond the reach of their grief. And then there's Clyde Weston, a man whose secrets are as dangerous as his past. Before his coma, Clyde dropped cryptic hints that Abigail's story might not be over after all. Could he hold the final piece of the puzzle, the key to bringing Abigail back to the family that refuses to let her memory die? If Clyde wakes up, he might be the only one who can finally reveal the truth. For fans, these breadcrumbs are more than just teases, they're a promise. A promise that Abigail's return might not be a fantasy, but a future waiting to be claimed. And in Salem, hope is a currency that never loses its value. Adding another layer of urgency to this unfolding mystery is the revelation that Billy Flynn is set to leave his iconic role as Chad DiMera. This bombshell has fans wondering if Chad's story is heading toward a dramatic conclusion, or a new beginning that will change everything. Could Chad's final chapter in Salem be a quest to find the woman he can't let go of? If Abigail is alive, if there's even the slightest chance of bringing her home, Chad's departure could be the start of a desperate search, a mission to rewrite the ending that grief stole from them. For fans, this is the kind of high-stakes drama that makes Days of Our Lives the powerhouse of storytelling it's always been. It's the chance for a reunion that's been years in the making, one that could heal the wounds of the past and remind everyone in Salem that love can conquer even death. As we watch these final pieces fall into place, one question remains. Is this the end of Chad and Abigail's love story, or is it the beginning of a new chapter? One that will bring them back together in a way that no one in Salem could have ever imagined? As Monday's episode draws to a close, one thing is clear: nothing in Salem is ever truly final. Jack and Jennifer's conversation may seem like a farewell, but in Days of Our Lives, even the quietest goodbye can hide the seeds of a miracle. Will Abigail's story rise from the ashes? Will Jack's tiny spark of hope be the clue that leads them back to her? Or will the weight of grief finally close the door on this chapter of their lives? One thing is certain: Monday's episode isn't just about loss. It's about the power of love to keep hope alive, even when everything seems lost. It's about the ways grief can twist us into believing in impossible dreams, and the strength it takes to keep believing, even when the world says no. As viewers, we're left on the edge of our seats, desperate for answers. Is Abigail's story really over, or is this just the beginning of a stunning new chapter? Will Chad and Kat's dangerous connection be the start of a new scandal, or the spark that finally brings Abigail home? We want to hear your thoughts. Do you believe Abigail is alive, waiting for her chance to return? Or do you think Salem is finally ready to say goodbye? Drop your theories and predictions in the comments below, and let's keep the conversation going. And don't forget, hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications so you never miss an update on Salem's most shocking twists. Because in Days of Our Lives, even the final secret can rise again, and the impossible is always just one heartbeat away. Thank you for joining us. Stay tuned, and remember, in Salem, the past is never truly gone, it's always waiting to be discovered. Until next time, keep your hearts open and your eyes on Salem.